Okay, that's strange. Got to get the middle piece. That's what that was. I forgot this one. This is a fire screen. I'm not working on that one. Let's save the fire screw for tomorrow. Hi, Jason. Hello, Final Man. Goodbye, Final Man. Enjoy your dinner. Eats extra on me. Well, not on me. Eat extra in my place. Fuck. Struggling. Yep. Definitely was final. I'm Kina. You just missed Final Man. Alright. Good job. Yeah. Apparently so. He's also supposed to be eating my share too, so. Guy should finally be able to eat. I mean, he never did specify what he was eating. He could be eating waves. Could still be a synth. Yeah, Makina does. I don't blame him. Orders are good. I don't mind some tortoise. Oh shoot, I forgot. Peter texted me and I meant to text him back. Uh, did I not use that one yet? If I didn't, I'm using that one tomorrow. Yeah, sure. How you doing today, Hawkhouse? I already used that one. Although I recently found out that like the first couple weeks of me streaming again are not on YouTube because I forgot to hit the enable DVR and I didn't realize they weren't recorded to YouTube at the time. That board's fresh. Why did the Mexican take anti-anxiety drugs? Why, Makina? Why did the Mexican take anti-anxiety drugs? I would like to know. What do you call a Mexican anime protagonist? New York, New York. Hmm. No, the answer we were looking for was One Punch Man. Okay, time to make some money. What's with all the dot talk, huh? That's funny. He's getting out a lawnmower. Unemployed. Oh god. What, Jason? Nice. Do you guys know why Booter hires so many Mexicans? He doesn't want to be the only Juan technician. Mexican Highlander. Mexicans in a pool. Salsa? I don't know what. I was gonna recap a GameCube tonight, but as you can tell, I am not of the mentality to recap a GameCube. You know, when I'm done uh, upgrading this controller to TMR, I think I'm gonna do a PS5 no power. Why? Why am I doing that when I'm tired? Because torturing myself, I guess. Bean dip. Fuck. Okay, we're gonna hope and pray that these sticks are still good, because it looks like the box got a little crushed. I still have to... Fuck, there's a lot of stuff I've been forgetting to do. I don't think that's salvageable, but we'll find out. Alright guys, what do you call Mexican water? Alright Jason, why do you never see just 3 Mexicans crossing a border? No trespassing. Aha, aha. No, tequila has been. Oh, fuck my life. Alright, jabrons, onto the bus. We are all going into the same location. The Rio Grande. Jabron, get onto the bus. We are going to the Rio Grande. Hey. Okay. I'm definitely gonna have to look into replacing this tip at least. I gotta take better care of my tools. Do you know why? What do you call it? It's one way or another. Alright. Alright, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Huh? What do we get? We get drift. El drifto grande. Ja. Hi, Ryan. How are you doing tonight, Ryan? What you up to today, Ryan? You drink any coffee yet? Alright. Those are nice and flat. I forgot to grab my Yoxid. That's okay. It's okay, hot cows. Embrace the racism. Racism makes the world a funner place. So many people say so. If it is not met with malice, then it is perfectly fine. Seems like a fitting name. Ryan hasn't responded. Did he send me a text? No. Eating a burger, debating on coffee and work, or do something else. Well, I'm the wrong person to ask for that because I always vote coffee and work. I'm gonna wind up working until I expire. Hey, can you believe that people did not know that Al Capone is the reason why we have expiration dates on food? I thought that was common knowledge, but apparently people don't know that. Really? Yeah, Al Capone is the reason why we have expiration dates. He lobbied for the creation of expiration dates because his daughter or his niece, one of the two, got sick after she drank rotten milk. And, like, very badly sick. So he petitioned to create expiration dates for best use of foods. So yeah, thanks to the one of the most notorious mob bosses of all time, we have expiration dates on food. The awkward part when you have such good circularity on one of these that the error is so low. %, 2%. Monopolize a market also. Oh, yeah. He did a lot of stuff. But I was doing stupid videos on online, and there were people reacting to the fact that he's the one that created expiration dates, and I'm like, you did not know this? I was actually more shocked that people didn't realize it than anything else. Yeah? Hmm. This is true. Yeah? Hardware version, serial software version, original hardware, Bluetooth adapter. This doesn't even have the MAC address. I guess a Bluetooth address is not going to change either. So we'll use the Bluetooth address. I forget what this one's called, if it's gunmetal gray or what, but anyway, not that makes a difference. It works now. Speaking of tax, did you know that the IRS was actually not supposed to be an established entity for this long? It was quickly drafted to collect extra funds for us during times of war, and was supposed to be disbanded once our economy stabilized after war. Just like welfare. Welfare was also supposed to be disbanded shortly after the uh, Great Depression. Dremel or no Dremel? I have what 4 tranny controllers do? Huh? Laziness wins in the end, Jason. The only reason welfare and IRS were not disbanded was IRS started taking too big of a toll, and politics said that because we still have a deficit, we were not in a stable economy. And welfare was because every time a politician went to remove welfare, they were made out to be against the people, which wound up causing more damage than good because, well, now you have people that do not need welfare that are purposely living on it, and the people that do need welfare are not getting the appropriate program for their needs. It's awkward catch-22 when you have a all-for-one plan and it doesn't work out. Alright, so this gunmetal gray PS4 controller is now available for sale. I think I'm going to mark it $49.99. Now with TMR sticks. Hey, Final Man, welcome back. Oh, Ryan, I can't say they make people do anything. I know plenty of people who are on welfare who chose to be on welfare because it was easier for them to be on welfare and not get a job than it was because their mom was on welfare, their grandma was on welfare, their great grandpa, the whole BS thing. So it was easier for them to live welfare than it was to get a job. And then you get people who really do need welfare because they have health conditions that are not getting the appropriate welfare. Because there's also supposed to be specific welfares where if you had health conditions, they would help pay for your medicine so long as you worked to the best of your ability. You know, truth of the world is everyone's an idiot, and someone needs to stand up, smack them upside the head, and knock some sense back into reality. I need to find a cheap broken switch too. Five, 5564. What is 5564? Yeah, lots of waste. But if you tell people now you're getting rid of welfare and you're replacing it with the appropriate programs, then you're made out to be this evil person. So, this is a catch-22 of life, I guess. I don't think I want to work on that one. But eventually someone's got to be the bad guy to... Ow, that hurt me. I've been assaulted by Gold Ocarina of Time. Wow, that's nuts, man. That's an HDMI issue. This is a Slim, it's probably perfectly functional. Jeez, man. That's definitely not so. Give me a sec. Yeah, right side. I don't have anyone that I would be doing anything like that with, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, so let's get this one worked on. Jesus, man, really? No, not equals bugs. See, in my case, I decided that I did not want to have to deal with roaches anymore at all, because people, for some reason, think that just because we're in Alaska, we don't have cockroaches. So every console that comes in gets put into a 4mm bag with an alcohol cloth for a minimum of 4 hours, I think it is. But most of them spend overnight in the bag with alcohol cloth. Wait, is this fan spinning? This is supposed to be a no power. Oh, fan is not spinning. This one, although probably does have roaches, or had roaches. They're probably all dead now. Alright, so I get disk drive recognition of portable beep, but no power. So that means our power supply is likely good. Jeez. Well, at least that's one fairly easy repair. Okay, so this drive has power. The console itself has no power. Okay, time to figure this one out, I guess. And since it has no fan spin, that can be confirmed that we have no power. Which means I need to plug in my power supply unit. Oh wait, before I do, let's quick clean the moon machine so that I can turn it off overnight. We're gonna need the bench PSU. Right. That's why I was saying this one, so this one has a good power supply. But I mean my bench PSU. Wow, that's cool. I stay away from doing favors for people that I've known for a long time. Typically, I repay favors in a different sense. Um, I try to do favors that are beneficial for both parties, kind of stuff. Or for people that I've deemed have actually deserved it. Because I've had people try to pull the whole, well, I've known you forever on me. It's like, yeah. And all the time I've known you, have you ever shopped my stuff? Nope. Huh. Wow. It's really clean. Why is it the ones that are no power are usually like really clean? Can someone explain that to me? Yeah, I definitely think this one had roach issues at some point. Because like this full bottom piece here is sealed up. Let's see, this is first gen, so really, Now, you know what would be really cool? If I'm plugging this from the internal PSU and plugging it back in, revives it. Oh, jeez. I appreciate you, Ryan. It's really awesome of you. Thank you so much. So, who was the horrible typer? You or the person you were in school with? Oh, you? That's okay. That's okay. I can't spell either. Which is awkward considering I'm trying to get coding done. And then every single time I'm like, what the hell is going on? Why do I have a syntax error? And it's like, I forgot to capitalize something. I accidentally did an O instead of an I. Stupid stuff. Okay, I need a place to put these screws. There will work. Okay, so first things first is to make sure that the board is pulling 12 volts, right? Wow. And you still can't type, huh? Okay. Although, since it is beeping with the disk drive, we can assume the board is receiving power, right? Alright. Gets our DC voltage, and it's what? Internal is positive? Am I on the right setting? Is it DC or AC I'm supposed to be on when doing this? I feel like I'm supposed to be on AC. 5 volts standby. Okay, Ryan. Alright, so DC voltage. Okay. Positive on the inside, negative, 12 volts. Thank you, Final Man. Okay, so yeah, board's pulling 12 volts from the power supply. So, guaranteed power supply is fine. Fuck. That means I have to go on a fuse chase next, right? I hate working on no powers. I want to reject no powers so badly, but I'm stupid about it, and I'm like, oh yeah, no. minimum 2 month turnaround time for if it has no power whatsoever. And people are like, yeah, that's cool. It's been sitting in my closet for like 6 months anyway, so like, take all the time you need. It's like, shit. I was expecting you to say no. Where did I just put my screwdriver? Oh, there we go. The startup amps? No, I didn't take it out of the board yet. Or, I didn't take the board out of the chassis yet. Can you check startup amps when it's still in the chassis? I only know how to do that by using the bench PSU. I also gotta look into how I can get my PSU showing on stream. I don't physically see anything burnt on the board. That's right, using a bench PSU to do it? Okay. I'm always up to learning stuff, but I'm no good at no powers yet. And that's got a solid HDMI port. HDMI port does feel a little loose, but solid at least. Alright, let's get my power leads. Okay. We have negatory. And we have pository. I can't go for the codes tonight because I may or may not have lost my UART. Oh wait, no. I have this one. This one's a good UART. I don't have a ground lead on it anymore though for some reason. I'll have to solder a ground lead. Man, I should clean this one up. Okay, so I guess I could do codes. Let's do amps first. Okay. Fuck, everything's a mess. Okay, so we got positive, negative, 12 volts. Wow, it does nothing. I mean nothing. See? Look. 12 volts. 6.2 max amperage, right? Okay, time to pull out the code book. Do 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 do. Nope, that's not what it's called. PS5. How to repair PlayStation 5. That's what I want. Okay. Standby boot sequence. No power button is pressed. 0.015 milliamps. Check for shorts near Southbridge IC. No, I have not yet, Final Man. I literally just took it out of the chassis, plugged into the bench PSU, and pressed on, which leads to 0.015 milliamp, which is checking near Southbridge IC, which on these guys is this chip. Yep, that's a Southbridge. IV. No 3.3 volt, no Southbridge power. Well, I still have to do all those checks, so like I said, I suck at no powers. Okay, so this cluster here kind of looks like it's been water damaged. Wait, which cluster is this supposed to be? This cluster here. We have 2 lines there. No, that doesn't look right. This cluster. And red probe on ground. And it should be no 3.3 volts. And no 5 volt. So since there's no 3.3 volts, that means no 5 volts would appear, right? So what do you guys think? Bad Southbridge? I have new 3.3 volts on this voltage regulator here. Wait, am I doing this wrong? I'm doing this wrong, aren't I? How can I have voltage if I don't have my bench PSU plugged in? See, this is why me doing a no power while I am not fully, like, brained is probably a bad idea. Thank you, Final Man. I still don't get 3.3 volts. I get 1.795 volts. And then if I go on this guy, I do get 5 volts on this guy though, which apparently my leads are in reverse. Black on ground, not red on ground. 1.795 voltage. Well, I just slipped and something went sparky. And I just killed my 5 volts. Okay, see, yeah, what? Southbridge should be replaced? Southbridge voltage regulator needs to be replaced now, probably? No, 5 volts did not come back. When I was probing, I accidentally touched that capacitor there, that guy there, and it went spark. And when I did that, this went pure flatline 0, and this guy here went to 0.014 after I slipped. So either this is bad or that needs to be replaced. One of the two. But I did at least have 5 volts here, and no 3.3 here. Or wait. No, because both of those caps should read 5 volts, and they're not. So yeah, I either killed this thing or I killed that one. Or the South Bridge is dead. One of the three, I guess. I have this chip. I also have a South Bridge. I also have the tools to read both South Bridges now. Well, kind of. I'm waiting on the tools that I ordered to arrive. Got a makeshift one right now. So yeah, since 5 volts did not come back, should I replace this? Oh wait, nope. Yeah, 5 volts came back. So I am now getting 5.12 volts here, and I am now getting 1.795 volts here. So yeah, I'm just not getting my 3.3 volts. Okay, and when checking fuses, it's okay to turn the power off, right? I don't want the power on when I'm checking fuses, right? Seems like it would be a bad idea to check fuses with power on, but like I said, I'm no good at no power boards, so I don't know. 5401 works, 542, but those are the disk drive fuses. Let's see, the closest fuse to this side is going to be F7003, which is not beacon. Okay, F7003 is not beeping. Okay, so don't have continuity with F7003. What else am I looking for? Yes, power is turned off even though we're still plugged in. So 541, 542 work, 502 works, 003 does not work. What about 001? That's just fine. 3501. That guy there. That one works. And then on this side, 002 works. If it's just that fuse, I'm gonna be so happy. Alright, let's start by replacing F7003, I guess. Which means I need an F7003 fuse. F7003. Hey, I've got one still. Okay, where's my hot tweezers? Any excuse I can get to use my hot tweezers, I am using. Damn. I'm gonna have to oh, wait. Are those my hot tweezers? They are my hot tweezers. I like to use my hot tweezers. That's a switch AC adapter. Make sure neither side of these is short. Okay. Give me a shake and I'll do that. And yes, I use a switch AC adapter every now and then to power my hot fuse, or my hot tweezers. Although I've got to switch to power supply that I was planning on using for that. Okay, so check for shorts. Okay, so it's F7003 that we're not getting a connection with. Open line. It seems like I'm getting open line, Final Man. So I don't think I'm getting any shorts. Decided with the buck. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't look like there's any shorts. Diode mode. The Krupler. Hello. Okay, diode mode. Try again. 0.491 volts. Ground. And 316. So that's not shorting, is it? Because shorting would be going straight to zero. No short. Okay, thank you. This is a PS5 with no power. When injecting 12 voltage into it, it goes to 0.015 milliamps, and F7003 is blown with no shorts. Ah, bummer, it's not going to let me use the switch AC adapter. The switch has that stupid lockout. Which means I have to find my USB-C to my USB-C. Yeah, no 3.3 volts. Oh. Where's my USB-C? USB-C? Well, damn, looks like I'm gonna not be able to use my hot tweezers. Okay, time for another bench cleaning soon, but in the meantime, where is a regular pair of tweezers? Regular pair of tweezers. Gonna do it Booter's way. Okay, well, I'll do that in just a sec. This has never been opened before except for by me. I just opened it up. So, the closest solder blob is the one that I just put on here for being careless. I'll check pin 13 in just a shake. Okay, time to steal F7003 from this guy. I need to order a bunch of these fuses. I'm running out of place to fuses from. Damn it. That's why I don't like glitters with determinants. May work for him, but it doesn't really work for me. Okay, so I'm gonna steal another F7. 7502. Alright, so while I've got diode mode up still, I don't even remember which one's pin 13, so. Yeah, that didn't survive. I'm not shocked. Swipey, swipey, another. Is it pretty? Nope. Should it work? Hopefully. It does work. So flex up in there. Okay, now to plug her back in and see if we get full boot. Right? Negative, positive. Nope. Okay, so that fuse is good still. That's 5.12 volts. And that's still 1.795. Okay. So F7003 is fine now. F5401, 5402 are both fine. F7002 is good. 351. That one's good. Okay, all fuses on this side of the board are good and accounted for. All fuses on this side of the board. Fuses are good. Holy crap. Okay, so Ethernet is fried. I didn't think there was any burn marks. I can't believe I overlooked this. Every single piece on that side of the Ethernet is no good. So that would probably explain why I'm not getting 3.3 volts, right? Let's see, if we check that, all pins should be 0.45 volts. Yeah. And this guy over here gets no voltage at all. Yeah, well, I overlooked it, okay? I didn't say that I was the best one right now. It's probably from what, lightning strike, you guys think? Well, I'd have to rebuild that full connection. I'm not gonna do that tonight. I'll steal it from this board, and on this board tomorrow night. But hopefully that explains the no voltage and why that blue F7003, although that is pretty far away. No, I mean, technically I guess it would have blown F7003 because that would have sent voltage straight to the Southbridge chip and that would have blown the fuse for the Southbridge chip. So yeah, I'm just going to take the Ethernet stuff from this board, put it on this board, but I'm going to do that tomorrow because it's getting late and I still have some coding work to do. So, in the meantime, do I have a Sharpie? I need to order Sharpies. You know what? It's not like I'm going to be doing any working. Wait. Hello, Sean. We're just about to leave. 5545. So, we're going to quick circle this so that way tomorrow when I take a look at this, I don't have to worry. This is hello, Michael. Anytime. I'm just gonna quick make a few marks so I don't lose them. Okay, so let's set that guy here. I'm gonna completely power you down. I don't have to worry about this. Set that right there. Okay. Finish that tomorrow, hopefully, so I can finally get it back to the customer. Alright, guys. I must bid you all adieu. So, thank you all for attending this stream. I will see you guys all most likely tomorrow. And yeah, have good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I will see you all in the next one. See ya.